Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. Lakers guard Kendrick Nunn has missed the entire season thus far, and recently there was a report from Dave McMenamin that the player would miss the rest of 2021. The latter isn't all that surprising considering Nunn still hasn't been doing even stationary shooting. However, the question becomes, why is it taking this long for Nunn to return? If you watched my initial video on the injury, I did say that these knee bone bruises have a very high variance timeline, but I didn't go into more details. So let's do that now. The first reason for that variance is that there's actually 3 different types of knee bone bruises, and each comes with its own return timeline. Now, secondly, it also depends on the specific location of that bone bruise within the knee joint, as certain parts of the knee take on more weight and thus have higher demands and higher stresses on them. If you have a bone bruise in that region, it will typically take longer to return from. To that second point, Lakers coach Frank Vogel 2 weeks ago commented that Nunn's injury was such that they had to de-weight and not allow him to put pressure on that knee for a longer period of time, which basically confirms that he has a bone bruise in one of those higher load areas. So with all that in mind, for those of you who are concerned that there's something more ominous going on, I even had people say that the Lakers might not be fully honest with this injury. That's not the case. The reality is knee bone bruises can take quite a long time in certain cases, and although this timeline isn't all that common, we've also seen it before, with Lonzo Ball, who had a knee bone bruise after an MCL injury, and he missed nearly 2.5 months, most of that being over the summer, but he was unable to train for an extended period of time. So the good news here is that once Nunn does get back, knee bone bruises do tend to be an injury that once they're clear, there are no lingering effects other than Nunn having to rebuild his fitness and his rhythm with the team.